name was Ted Cruz, you'd hear about it. Or Scott Walker, or Donald Trump, or even Chris Christie, or the other, you'd hear about it. Rand Paul. Rand Paul had a rough start. But he also had an opportunity later on to express his perspective from a libertarian/conservative point of view. And when he had an opportunity to express himself, agree with him or not, he was very articulate. Agree with him or not, he had a chance to speak. And I'm going to get to why I'm bringing all these out as I am. Rubio is a terrific debater. There's no question about it. And he knows how to muscle his way in. And he's a relatively soft-spoken guy, and the moderator apparently liked him too, and he let him in. And Rubio made a lot of sense on a lot of issues. The problem for Marco Rubio is this, and I told him this early on in his Senate career. As you know, I was a huge backer of his when he was running for the Senate in Florida. I was the first national host to support him. He ran as a Tea Party conservative. He was solid on immigration. But I told him after he got elected, we don't talk now much, but I'm saying again now, this is the cloud that overhangs everything. Because immigration, if it's not the number one issue, it's among the top issues that the American people are concerned about, and rightly so. And enough is enough. Enough is enough. Chris Christie, you're going to be surprised to hear me say this, Chris Christie did pretty damn well last night. I'm trying to be as objective as I can about this. You all know my biases. He did pretty darn well. He's good in these formats, these food fights, these reality TV sort of things. And good for him. The problem with Christie is he has a record. As I said, they're all Barry Goldwater, Milton Friedman, and George S. Patton right now. Mitch McConnell ran for election as Barry Goldwater, Milton Friedman, and George S. Patton. They all run this way. But they do have records. John Kasich has a record. John Kasich was the establishment favorite last week. Remember that? The week before that, it was Jeb Bush. This week, it's Carly Fiorina. Shh, don't talk about her past. But we want to. We want to talk about that and where they really are on these various issues. Ben Carson. I'm a big fan of this man. I respect him enormously. He's truly an accomplished man. He came from nothing. Dirt poor. Dirt poor. And I will never have a bad thing to say about this man. Right. Under the format that people are running for office today, and the way it works, the only thing I would say is this. He's got to step it up on the energy level. Do I care particularly? No, I don't. But there is a middle between being provocative and too soft-spoken. And unfortunately, you got to raise your voice a little bit. I don't mean to scream, but a little bit over the crowd so you're heard a little better. And he has a lot of great things to say. I'm not